On a crowded work site, if you asked a heavy equipment operator what the most important thing they heard was in a day, it wouldn't be something anyone said to them. It would be something someone signaled to them. Spotters are the people that heavy equipment operators rely on for information. They are the eyes and ears of what is happening on the ground, and they can see hazards from the ground perspective that operators sitting up high cannot identify. Every year, backover incidents happen between heavy equipment and smaller assets, and, or worse, heavy machinery and people. This makes the role of the spotter a critical one to ensure a safe work site. The role of the spotter is important. It is their job to direct a safe travel route when the operator's vision is blocked or obscured, direct the placement of a load while it is being positioned, watch for hazards when an operator is lifting and driving, keep pedestrians away from equipment's travel path, and more. Being a spotter requires a level of trust with the equipment operator, a level of trust that only exists when both roles understand the hand language fully and both fully commit to the process of safety. While the spotter can help keep the heavy equipment operator and hazards around the equipment safe, spotters need protection as well. Here are a few things to keep in mind. When spotting, stand at the desired area where the equipment is going and flag the equipment toward you. Agree on hand signals and ensure everyone knows what they mean. At Surerus Murphy, our hand signals are turns. Point one arm to indicate the direction of the turn. Bend monitoring arm repeatedly toward head to indicate continued turning. Proceed slowly. Always face palms in direction of desired travel. Repeatedly bend both arms toward head and chest and extend. Distance to stopping point. Palms forward with hands above head. Bring elbow forward and hands together. Stop. Cross both arms above head. Emergency stop. Start with hands clasped overhead and extend downward repeatedly until vehicles stop. Clear to leave area. Point at the driver again and gain eye contact. Turn and extend arm in desired direction. Spotters should review their area for trips, slips, and fall dangers, and anything else that could be a hazard. Spotters look up at the vehicle and not down toward the ground. As a vehicle operator, stop anytime the spotter is out of sight. Heavy equipment spotters should use the following safety best practices. Wear highly visible clothing. Avoid walking into the path of a vehicle, moving equipment, or a swinging load. Avoid walking behind heavy equipment and spotting at the same time. Stand where an aerial lift or equipment is going and flag it back. Scan a work site and remove hazards before starting a job. Ensure an operator stops if he or she loses sight of the spotter. Both the spotter and the operator must focus solely on safety. The relationship between the spotter and the operator is one of the purest forms of trust and communication on a job site, and yet no word is spoken. This just underlines how important the role of a spotter is. If you can't see your spotter, stop the equipment. If you can't see them, they can't see you. And, by the way, it is also important to spot for light vehicles. Our most common vehicle incident is backing up in a fleet vehicle, a simple action that happens over and over each day. Good spotting will help us manage certain tasks associated with the biggest risk we have on a work site, driving. We have upwards of 300 vehicles per project, and collectively, we travel thousands of kilometers every day and millions every month. From highway to rural driving to driving forestry access roads, always follow the rules. Only drive if fit to work. Perform a 360-degree walk-around of the vehicle to ensure it is in good condition. Understand your travel path before driving. Engage the in-vehicle monitoring system upon starting the engine by fobbing in. Wear a seat belt. It is your responsibility to make sure your passengers wear theirs also. Know the speed limit on every road and don't speed. On Surerus Murphy and forestry roads, know and use the radio protocols specific to your location. Drive to conditions. The speed limit is based on ideal driving conditions, not inclement weather or adverse conditions. Minimize idling. Turn off your ignition when not in your vehicle. Oh, and one more thing. Turn off the engine when arriving at location. Reduce idling. It is the right thing to do for the environment. Please use a spotter and always drive safely.